Hello students, how are you? Hopefully all of you are fine and taking care of yourself and your family members too. So students, today we'll be starting with very important topic of grammar, that is tenses. In this we will be learning about types of tenses, past, present and future in detail. So let us start our lesson. What is a verb? So students, now you must be pondering. Just now ma'am told we'll be starting with tenses and now she's saying what is a verb. Why I am talking about verb? It is important to revise verb at this moment because tenses actually tells us about the time of the actions only. So let us recall verb for easy understanding of the tenses. Action words are called verbs. Verbs carry the idea of being or action in the sentence. Like this girl is walking. Now walking is an action. Other examples are words like run, fight, eat, walk. So many are there. Now the form of a verb changes to express the present, past or future. Now this present, past or future will later on study that these are the form of tenses. For example, Shinchan eats breakfast at 8 o'clock. In this sentence, the verb eats indicates that this action takes place regularly. Means Shinchan eats breakfast at 8 o'clock. So daily we are eating breakfast. So here we are talking about and we are telling the time. That means this action is taking place regularly. Shinchan ate breakfast at 8 o'clock. In this sentence, the verb ate indicates that it is an action that took place earlier, means before. Now we are talking about it, but this action has had already taken place. So we have used past tense form of eat, ate. Shinchan will eat breakfast at 8 o'clock. Now here in this sentence, the verb will eat indicates that it is an action that will take place later. Will eat. So in these three sentences we talked about the action which are taking place at different time. In the first sentence it is taking place regularly. In the second sentence it has taken place earlier and in the third sentence it will be taking place later on. Now let us see what is a tense and what are the types of tenses. Tenses play a crucial role in the English language. It denotes the time an action takes place, whether it is sometime in the past, in the present, or will take sometime in the future. As you can see in the timeline, now means present. If the action had taken place earlier, it is past, and if the action would be taking place later on, it will be future. The table below gives a glimpse of the way tenses are used using the single verb play. You can have a look at it. There are three types of tenses: past, present, future, and we will be studying about these types of tenses in detail. So students, let us learn about auxiliary verbs, which are also known as helping verbs. These verbs are called helping verbs because they help the main verb in the sentence. For example, Rohan was calling his friend for a picnic. Now, in this example, calling is the main verb. If I read this sentence without helping verb was, the sentence will be like Rohan calling his friend for a picnic, which won't be an appropriate sentence. That's why we use helping verb to make it a correct sentence. Here, as I already told you, the word calling is a main verb and the word was is a helping verb. The verb be is a special verb. Its various forms are is, are, am, was, were, will be, and shall be. The various forms of be are used as auxiliaries or helping verbs in the continuous tenses. For example, the dog is barking. Here, main verb is barking and we have used helping verb is to make it a sentence in present continuous tense. Same in the next sentence, past continuous tense, and in the next sentence, future continuous tense. So now let us learn when the various forms of this special verb be are used as auxiliaries, how the negative form will be. Like in this sentence, the dog is not barking. We have used not to make it a negative sentences. Negative sentences you have already learned when we did the chapter sentence. So in this you have to remember the rule that not is placed between the appropriate form of be and the ing form of the main verb. Like in this sentence, is the form of be and barking is the ing form of verb, and we have used not in between these two words. Same in this sentence, the children were not playing in the garden. Same here, the plane will not be leaving at midnight. Now let us see, when we are using the various forms of be as auxiliaries, how the interrogative form will be. For example, is the dog barking? Now in this sentence, how we are making interrogative form? The auxiliary form of be will be placed before the subject. In this sentence, the subject is the dog. So we will be using the auxiliary form of be before the subject, and after that we'll be keeping the verb. You can see the order is auxiliary form of verb, be, the dog, subject, and barking is the main verb. Were the children playing in the garden? You can see here the children subject. Were we have placed before the children and main verb after the children. Will the plane be leaving at midnight? Same here. The plane is the subject. We have used will, the form of be, before subject and main verb after subject. Now let us see the usage of the various forms of have. The various forms of have are used as auxiliaries in the perfect tense. For example, Unnati has left school last year. Here, children, you have to keep one thing in mind, that with the perfect tense, we always use V3 form of the verb. We had studied this book last year. This is past perfect. Raj will have gone to sleep by 8 o'clock, future perfect. When the various forms of have are used as auxiliaries, the negative form. Now how can we form the negative sentence? For example, Unnati has not left school last year. Here also you can notice that again we have put not in between helping verb and main verb. We had not studied this poem earlier. Raj have not gone to sleep by 8 o'clock. Now, how we form interrogative sentence? For example, has Unnati left school last year? Here again you can see that we have put helping verb before subject and after that main verb to make it a interrogative form. Had we studied this poem earlier, will Raj have gone to sleep by 8 o'clock? So students, here I am providing you with two tables of the forms of the verb be and forms of the verb have, which will make convenient for you to learn the present and past tense form of these auxiliary verbs with subject pronouns. So kindly go through these tables sincerely 2 to 3 times. So students, here we come to the end of this session. You need to watch this video 2-3 times for better understanding. Students, I told you so many times when I was teaching you in 4th standard also that grammar you cannot learn. You need to practice it daily so that basic rules of grammar can be set in your mind. Reading is very important for learning any language as it helps you to improve vocabulary and grammar. So here I will suggest you to read at least daily one small story so that you can learn new words, and whatever grammar you are learning you can practice with that story. And I also want to remind you, as we have discussed during this session, that there are three forms of verb: V1, V2, V3. V1 we are using it with present tense, V2 is past tense, we are using it with past tense, and V3 is past participle, which we will be using with perfect tenses, that you will be learning gradually when we will be learning perfect tenses. So you need to memorize the forms of verbs with correct spellings compulsorily. Here I will be providing you two tables of forms of verb. It is not compulsory that you learn all the verbs from words in one day. Just pick up 5 words for a day, memorize it, and write down in your rough notebook. Thank you. Have a nice day.